ODOUR, the documentary the perfume industry does not want you to see. Most people think that the liquid inside a bottle of perfume is hugely expensive. But what if I was to tell you that the liquid inside each of these bottles costs around 30 Rand to make? Yes, that's right, around 30 Rand to make. So why do designer perfumes and their smell-alike equivalents have such enormously different retail prices? Come with me as we reveal the workings of the perfume industry. Making perfume is basic and very easy. All perfumes are made by mixing perfume oil with alcohol. This mixture is then poured into a bottle and sealed with a nozzle, ready to sell. Watch again. Mix, pour, seal, then sell. You can do this in your kitchen, bedroom, the boot of your car, or if you're making big quantities in a factory. This is the same for both the designer fragrances and their smell-alike versions. But where does the perfume oil come from? Interestingly enough, in most cases, the owners of the designer perfumes do not make the perfume oil themselves. To establish who actually makes the perfume oil for the designer products, we traveled all the way to Istanbul in Turkey to speak to international perfumer Andreas Wilhelm. With 18 years of experience creating fragrances, he is ideally suited to answer our questions. Andreas, can you tell us who makes the perfume oil for the designer brands?
In general, there are 5 multinational companies behind the designer brands who deliver the perfume to the designer brands. They are Givaudan, IFF, Firmenich, Symrise, Man, just to name a few of them.
We looked at 16 of the top designer perfumes and found that 14 of them are outsourcing their perfume oil production to these 5 companies. Andreas, can you tell us who makes the perfume oil for the smell-alike perfumes?
They are actually the same company.
What?
The same company.
The same 5 companies that make the perfume oils for the designer perfumes also make the perfume oils for the smell-alike industry. So, Andreas, are there any other companies that make perfume oils that are smell-alikes of the designer fragrances?
Yes, there are many.
We did an investigation and this is what we found. All 5 of the big companies named by Andreas are operating in South Africa, along with 8 smaller companies. The perfume oil for the designer fragrance 1 million is made by Givaudan, and so who will make a perfume oil for the smell-alike version? All of them. In fact, even Givaudan makes a smell-alike perfume oil of 1 million, and this is not unique. Be Delicious is made by Symrise, and all their competitors will make a smell-alike, and so will Symrise. Alien is made by IFF, and all their competitors will make a smell-alike, and so do they. In fact, everyone is copying everyone. But do they all smell the same? To find out, we conducted a smell test between an original and its matching smell-alike. The test was done with 313 people over 4 days. Each participant was given 2 3ml bottles of perfume marked L and R. We told all 313 respondents that there were 3 groups. One group would have the original Alien perfume inside both bottles. One group would have the smell-alike Alien inside both bottles. And one group would have the smell-alike Alien in one bottle and the original Alien in the other. But to eliminate bias, there was only one group. Everyone got the original Alien in one bottle and the smell-alike Alien in the other bottle. Each morning, the participants would spray R on their right wrist and L on their left. At the end of each day, they had to select one of 3 answers that best described their experience. Smells the same, but stronger. Smells the same, does not smell the same. After 4 days and 1,252 smell tests, the results were as follows. All the respondents said it smelled the same and none said it smelled different. Interestingly, half the respondents said it smelled the same but stronger. Why? Before we answer that question, let's first establish why some smell-alikes do not smell like the original perfume. In general, lower-grade perfume oils are used in personal care and household products such as fabric softener, hand soaps and bubble bath, whilst premium oils are used in fine fragrances. Because some unscrupulous smell-alike fragrance manufacturers use lower-grade perfume oils to keep the cost down, their smell-alikes do not smell the same as the original. Let's get back to the smell test. Andreas, why did Hoff say one smelled stronger?
According to the data I've seen, it's because the smell-alike perfume were dosed at a higher level.
What is dosage?
You know, dosage is actually the ratio of perfume oil in the alcohol. So if you dose at a higher level, the perfume will be more strong and it will last longer on the skin.
Now we know dosage is critically important to how long a perfume will last on the skin. A perfume dosed at 20% will last longer on the skin than a perfume that is dosed at 10%. And a perfume that is dosed at 30% will obviously last longer on the skin than one that is dosed at 20%. This is a scientific certainty. Once again, to get our facts correct, we sent 16 original designer perfumes with their fine fragrance collection equivalent smell-alike to an international laboratory to establish their dosage. The results are as follows. The average dosage of these 16 original designer fragrances is 20%, and the average dosage of the fine fragrance collection smell-alike versions is 30%. Yes, that's right, the smell-alikes are dosed at a higher level. Does dosage affect the price of the liquid inside the bottle? We spoke to Andreas to establish the price of perfume oil.
I would say nowadays the average price of perfume oil, the average selling price of perfume oil is in between 100 and 120 euro a kilogram.
We checked 13 perfume oil suppliers in South Africa and found that the price of 1 litre of perfume oil matched the international price of 1800 Rand per litre. Now that we know the average price of perfume oil, we can calculate how much the liquid inside a 50 ml bottle of perfume costs. The average dosage in the 16 original perfumes sent for analysis is 20% and the smell-alike 30%. This means that in the original perfume, there is 10 ml of perfume oil and in the smell-alike 15 ml. At 1,800 Rand per litre, the cost of the perfume oil in the original is 18 Rand and in the smell-alike 27 Rand. The alcohol costs 1 Rand in each. Add these together and you establish that the total cost of the liquid inside the original bottle is 19 Rand and the smell-alike 28 Rand. Can this be true?
We all know this, that the cost of the liquid inside the 100 euro perfume bottle costs rarely more than 1 euro.
So why has the press never reported on this? Actually, they have. Articles have appeared in the Los Angeles Times, Daily Mail Online, Daily Finance, and Le Nouvel Observateur. So why does a perfume whose liquid costs around 19 Rand end up at 1,275 Rand? And a perfume whose liquid costs 28 Rand end up at 160? Is it because the brands are unduly profiteering? Absolutely not. It is the effect of two different business models. At the beginning of the process, the perfume oils for both come out of perfume oil factories at the same price. These perfume oils are then taken to a mixing plant and diluted with alcohol. This is where the similarity stops. The designer fragrances use exclusive, elegantly designed, beautiful bottles and packaging. And the smell-alikes use inexpensive, functional packaging. The designer brands spend millions and millions of dollars on global advertising and celebrity endorsements. And the smell-alikes don't, but they get all the advantages. The designer perfume companies import into South Africa, so they require local distributors, and the smell-alikes don't. They operate within South Africa and they deal directly with the supermarkets. The designer perfume brands spend huge money on local advertising, and the Smell Alike brand does spend some money, but it is very little in comparison. The designer brands sell their products through departmental and health and beauty outlets that have beautiful exclusive counters with well-presented shop assistants, whilst the Smell Alike products are sold off the shelf in supermarkets. This now explains why the identical quality perfume oil that starts off at the factory at the same price ends up in a 50 ml bottle of designer perfume at 1,275 Rand and the fine fragrance collection Smell Alike version at 160 Rand. It is the effect of two different business models. The original designer perfumes you saw in this film are available at selected Red Square, Edgar's, Truworths, Foschini, Woolworths, Clicks, Dis-Chem and independent outlets. The Smell Alike versions you saw are available at selected Shoprite, Checkers, Pick n Pay, President Hyper and Fine Fragrance Collection outlets. We hope that this documentary leaves you better informed about the perfume industry and helps you with your purchase decision the next time you need to buy a bottle of perfume.